Cassidy Hutchinson, the chief of staff of Mark Meadows, who was Trump's chief of staff, wrote a new book called Enough. She went on to Rachel Maddow to discuss the book. And among all of the revelations that she had, there's one interesting one with a precocious little punk that appears. And that has to do with Matt Gaetz. Turns out Matt Gaetz replied to her statement that he attempted to, that he attempted things with her, that, she's lying. And also, we were item for quite a while. Well, it's interesting because not only did Cassidy Hutchinson diss him, check this out, and we'll take a look at the other side.
You describe a night at Camp David when he was leaning against the doorframe while somebody answered the door to another cabin. Matt straightened his posture when Kevin McCarthy asked him what he wanted. He explained he had seen my golf cart parked outside and thought this was my cabin. Embarrassed, I got up and asked Mr. Gaetz what he needed. He explained that he was lost and asked me to escort him to his cabin. I told him to proceed around the Circle Drive. All the cabins are clearly marked. It's impossible to get lost. He asked me one more time to leave with him. Kevin McCarthy then said, quote, "Get a life, Matt," and shut the door. Now, Mr. Gaetz, we asked him for comment on these allegations tonight. He told us, "I don't remember either of these events. And based on Cassidy's prior false statements, I doubt they occurred. I did date Cassidy for a few weeks when we were both single years ago. We parted amicably and remained friends thereafter, even during President Trump's post-presidency." And then he goes on to make other unrelated claims. I'm sorry to ask you if you want to respond to that, but I'm going to ask you if you want to respond.
I would love to respond to that, Rachel,
okay.
So thank you for giving me the option.
Yeah.
I will give Matt credit in his part of his statement that we did have an amicable working relationship, and we were good friends at points. Matt Gaetz, in my opinion, is somebody that I personally do not hold in high regards in terms of trust. And I do not think that Matt Gaetz has the best track record for relationships and condoning his relationships how he thinks that they might be defined. I will say on behalf of myself, I never dated Matt Gaetz. I have much higher standards in men, and Matt, frankly, is a very unserious politician. We see that today with the ruckus that he is causing on Capitol Hill with the spending negotiations. And I don't really have much else to say to somebody that is more concerned about a soundbite than actually passing legislation.
That was not only a personal diss, that was a political diss. That was a diss saying that this guy has no character, no morals, but more importantly, he's a poor representative of what any sort of politician serving his constituency should be. She knows him well. And I think this doesn't go over too well for him. For someone who thinks he's going to be the next governor of Florida with his precocious, in very immature, illogical self, I think this could be a bit damaging.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.